A fake payoff was done on a fake loan clearly controlled by Marcia Hoffmeister and the Bank of Edwardsville. The payoff was not for a loan belonging to Golf 255 Inc. Federal trustee Robert Eggman was put on notice of this in his 341 meeting and further denied another investigation request in his mediation meeting. In conclusion, the gross misconduct, violation of rights, combined with surveillance, fully illustrate 0631728 is 100% a fraud on the court by every officer of the court. Mike Jakich testifies as an officer of the court that he obtains a $20,000 case of amnesia.
You give me time, you want to see a devious motherfucker that's connected?
Federal trustee Laura Grandy hides her billing time as she creates an involuntary bankruptcy in conspiracy with another federal trustee, Don Sampson, who has elected himself as the corporate attorney. This is the same federal trustee, Don Sampson, that elected himself at the direction of
Dumbest son of a bitch I've ever met.
And over a month and a half before dictating his position to Nick Jakich.
I represent Golf 255A.
Carol Doyle is making false police investigations with Mike Jakich for the arrest and detainment of Jay Dunlap. Robert Eggman withholds all Nick's documents and swears his "fuck you" box checks out as Nick's corporate records. Judge Gerald Fines, refusing to allow Nick Jakich counsel, declared in open court this judge was knee-deep in the Fed's shit show. He knows this man is being taken advantage of in court. As Commander-in-Chief, I respectfully request your assistance in this matter. It was the George Bush motorcade almost killing Nick Jakich in 2004 that triggered 88-year-old John Honchek to sign the fake $1.5 million loan documents on his store. George Bush's letter and video were dramatically shorter, but at the time, I couldn't release this information without an investigation. Also, this scheme takes understanding a level of complexity. I'm not sure if George Bush had the time to absorb this. How long have you and John, Mr. Honchek, been friends for?
Over 20 years.
You give me time, you want to see a devious motherfucker that's connected? You want to see what I can do to a man?
Did you request Robert Eggman to retrieve the documents for Golf 255?
Yes, we did.
And that's why I wanted to talk to you, because if you don't talk your dad into doing the bankruptcy, I'm going to have to do what I have to do to Jay. Right. And your dad's going to have potential liability.
Okay, why did you allow Robert Eggman to come in as acting trustee?
So that he could get all the documents, all the paperwork, all the checks, everything that was being done and filed for Golf 255.
Okay.
An era in our country where if you're fortunate, you turn to a neighbor and say to a neighbor in need, what can I do to help, brother? What can I do to help? I understand people watch The Office, and I can promise you, I will not let you down.
You know, if you shoot one person,
Fucking take him down, fucking get my knee on his fucking ribs.
they give you life. They give you the death penalty.
Fucking, he cracked a couple of his ribs, knocked two of his fucking teeth out.
These people can kill 2,000, 3,000 people, and nothing happens to them.
You know, I get him down, I put my knees on top of him.
And we need strength with respect to the pushers and to the drug dealers.
And I got my knees on top of his arms, and I got my hand around his throat. I said, you don't understand, son. I can kill you right now, motherfucker.
Some countries have a very, very tough penalty, the ultimate penalty. And by the way, they have much less of a drug problem than we do.
In fact, Bob Wetzel was supposed to be there before then. He was in Florida also, not with us, but his timetable was later than what it should have been. And he and Nick seemed to be pretty close friends at that time.
You're showing that Andy Cope did a CD for you. Do you know what a CD is at the bank?
Tell me.
Have you ever bought CDs before?
Huh?
Have you ever bought CDs at the bank before?
No.
They tricked you.
No. You think there's some way that we might be able to recover some of this?
Every penny.
You think so?
Yes, sir.
Well, I hope you're right.
I'm
We're
right.
going to start again. Are you aware that you're being videotaped by the camera right now for our questions? You know that you're being recorded, correct?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Okay. Can you state your name for us? Can you state your name?
John Honchak Sr. I'm 90. I'll be 91 in May.
Now, when you signed the paperwork for the $1.5 million loan, did you take any money from the Bank of Edwardsville that day?
No.
Did you take any checks from the Bank of Edwardsville
No.
that day? Have you ever received any money from the Bank of Edwardsville?
No.
Okay. Did you take any of that money personally, or did you put it all towards your loan?
No, I didn't. I didn't take any of it out that I can remember.
Okay, but you didn't take $100 grand or $50 grand or $20 grand, or you didn't pocket any cash.
No. That money never did belong to me. It was,
The bank's money.
it was bank money.
Okay.
How long have you lived in your home, John? This home here where you have us right now. How long have you lived here?
Right here, I think, what do we say? George, what was it? 26 years ago?
Sometime, 26 years or so.
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you made a mortgage payment on your home?
I didn't make any mortgage payments.
Okay. When's the last time that you used a credit card, John?
I don't use one.
Okay. How long have you owned your business for that you made successful throughout your life? How long did you own your business for?
About 40 years.
40 years.
It says right here in Mosey's deposition, okay? It says, an attorney asked her a question. He asked her, in your previous deposition, you stated that Mr. Honchak became a part owner on January 5th, 2004. However, today you said it was March 2004. Which is the correct date? Now, when did you buy your 25%?
I don't remember the exact date on it, but we got together with, I think Nick and my memory is not that good. I remember
okay.
I remember when it happened, but I don't know when it was. That's when.
When it happened, what do you remember about it?
Well, I just assumed that I owned 25%, and that I was one of the. I was one of the owners with 25%.
Okay.
And I thought I'd be treated as an owner.
Remember signing any contracts?
I probably did. I don't remember. I don't remember, but I probably did. I think it was more of an agreement than it was a contract.
How long ago did you take out this loan for $1.5 million?
How long ago? Gee whiz.
Currently, I'm sorry, what are your payments currently every month?
Around $7,500.
Okay. What is your income currently every month?
Gee whiz, I don't know if I even have an income.
Okay. This loan took place, John, on March 2nd, 2004. Do you know when the foreclosure was on the golf course?
No, I don't.
Okay. By record, I'm showing November 22nd, November 19th to November 22nd, 2004. That's 7 to 8 months after you took out a loan for $1.5 million to buy into the golf course. Do you know if there's a foreclosure currently on the golf course? Are you aware of a foreclosure currently on the golf course?
I don't understand that. I don't understand what you're asking, really.
Do you know if there's a foreclosure today on the golf course?
What it is?
Yes. Do you know if there is a foreclosure today on the golf course?
If I know if there's one?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't know.
Okay. What is today your current payment on your loan with the Bank of Edwardsville?
That runs around $7,200.
Okay. And what is your current income every month that you take in?
My income?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I have one.
Okay.
The Bank of Edwardsville imprisoned John Honchek in the very walls he built, then charged him $7,500 a month to rent it to death. 20 years of friendship meant nothing. Marcia Hoffmeister is investing in Walmart, and John Honchek chips in the game. Sign this. Help your best friend, a damsel in distress, and 2004 Banker of the Year. John Honchek was sold 25% of shit. When you're dealing with thieves, you have to know your shit from Shinola, and your Shinola from Shinola. Shinola, that's the real polish. Golf 255 Inc. Shit? Well, you see it right there. A comma. That's Marcia Hoffmeister. Shinola? Well, that's Mike Kilty just fucked up. But all three are distinctly different in every way, except pronunciation. Golf 255 Inc. Golf 255 Inc. Golf 255 Inc. Look at John Honchek's sale contract. Now, Nick Jakich told him Shinola, but Marcia Hoffmeister sold him shit. A fake $1.5 million loan for a completely fake company. At the hands of the president of the Bank of Edwardsville.
Bob Wetzel was supposed to be there before then. He was in Florida also, not with us, but his timetable was later than what it should have been. And he and Nick seemed to be pretty close friends at that time.
I had a heart attack.
Okay. And were you hospitalized for that?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so March 2nd, 2004, the day John bought in.
I think that was the first or second day that I got out of the hospital.
From a heart attack?
From a heart attack.
Okay. And John paid in how much for the golf course?
The loan was set up for $1.5 million.
Okay. Who arranged the loan?
Bob Wetzel.
What was his position with
He
the
was
bank?
the president of the Bank of Edwardsville.
Okay.
Golf 255, Inc. is used to rob John Honchek. 6 months later, it resurfaces to trick Nick and John. Marcia Hoffmeister sues her own identity, Golf 255, Inc., aka Shit, and delivers the case to Nick Jakich at the golf course. Nick and John don't notice the fake company and actually go hire attorneys to defend the fake company in a dissolution case at a massive expense. Nick Jakich spends 20 years building his golf course business, Golf 255, Inc. Marcia Hoffmeister uses his labor, but her business, Golf 255, Inc. Her business launders money while setting up for divorce. Like a his and hers, but he doesn't know nothing about hers. While Golf 255, Inc. is out taking care of the golf course, Golf 255, Inc. is in the office, making fake W-2s, then signs a fake contract with John Honchek for $1.5 million. Then has a SWAT team remove Nick while the fake W-2s are used to write a fake mortgage. That's claim number 4, Myron Thompson. In this divorce, robbery master plan, we have 100% indisputable crimes. July 9th, 2003, a $50,000 loan was taken out with Balboa Capital, some golf carts and a backhoe. This scam was done with TNT, Terry Trader, petitioner number 3. It is 100% documented fraud. This is denied investigation by Trustee Robert Eggman. December 19th, 2003. Marcia and Bob Wetzel backdate Nick's loan documents, but not his life insurance.
Bob Wetzel was supposed to be there before then. He was in Florida also, not with us, but his timetable was later than what it should have been. And he and Nick seemed to be pretty close friends at that time.
Nick Jakich is blasted in a parked car waiting for President Bush's motorcade. Surviving the accident and heart surgery complications, on March 2nd, 2004, 1 day out of surgery, 88-year-old John Honchek is sold 25% of shit. On April 20th, 2004, Marcia Hoffmeister goes right back at it using a fake W-2 to write a fake mortgage on Nick's house. Again, Trustee Robert Eggman declines the investigation and stops the IRS investigation. The cover-up for Nick's house and the golf course are all controlled by Marcia's title agent and notary, who clearly sign altered and backdated documents. Claim number 3 and claim number 4 are both indisputable frauds being covered up by federal trustee Robert Eggman. With Balboa number 3 being a scam prior to John Honchek's loan, and Chase number 4 being a scam after Honchek's loan, leaves me to conclude that the only purpose for the Golf 255, Inc. company is to rob John Honchek. With the bank president administrating these loans and backdating the notary, the Bank of Edwardsville has full complicity in the crimes against Nick Jakich, John Honchek Sr., and their businesses. This bankruptcy is not an event of finance. It is an event in deception. Golf 255, Inc. is used to embezzle all the marital assets, then bury $2.4 million in fake loans under Nick's body. simply by tricking him into believing it's the real Golf 255 Inc. Bill Walker, Marcia's divorce attorney, and his friend, federal trustee Don Sampson, have already been trying to steal Nick's assets with the dissolution case in the state. Bill Walker's favorite line is, "Why settle for half when I can get you 2/3? Bill Walker and Don Sampson work for Marcia Hoffmeister and Golf 255, Inc. Federal trustee Don Sampson has already made 2 bankruptcies using stolen information belonging to Nick Jakich and the real Golf 255, Inc., along with other bogus information to make up 25 pages of bogus schedules. See the 1010 schedules. All this is done with no corporate authorization from the original Golf 255, Inc. Just like the fake W-2 had 2 fake companies, now the bankruptcy has 2 fake companies. Withholding all of Nick's documents and forcing Nick Jakich to use Don Sampson, the federal trustee who's trying to force him into dissolution with the Bank of Edwardsville and his divorcing wife. Don Sampson. But Nick Jakich fights the fake bankruptcy because he was tricked.
I represent Golf 255, Inc.
I know that you and Chair are really busy protecting your clients from my fraudulent bankruptcy.
Mike Kilty stole Nick's documents.
This fucking foreclosure thing I have taken care of, but I need those books to have that shit lined up for Thursday. And now all you're doing is dragging your feet. I can see what you're trying to pull, and you're not going to get away with it. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
I'll have the books ready for you tomorrow morning.
I would like to get copies of them this evening.
Then on October 10th, Don Sampson calls Nick and says he has his paperwork. I was there. A trap to get his signature on fake company documents. Marcia Hoffmeister filed a false foreclosure on Golf 255, Inc. by using a fake service loan account and backdating the notary and the dates on loan documents. She then filed a fake dissolution using the fake company. Marcia Hoffmeister assisted in the construction of 25 pages of false bankruptcy schedules, then used federal trustee Don Sampson to solicit for his signature. Don Sampson then constructed 4 fake debts and no witnesses for an involuntary bankruptcy. Both bankruptcies prepared with no corporate resolution. Marcia Hoffmeister and Don Sampson filed a fictitious name in bankruptcy to devoid Nick Jakich and the real Golf 255, Inc. of a right to counsel and discovery. Marcia Hoffmeister and her divorce attorney Bill Walker used the feds to evict Nick Jakich from his own land. Used a law to hide multiple fake loans and a divorce scheme that includes 4 fake creditors. Golf 255, Inc. has never consorted or knowingly done business in any other name or entity in partial or in full legal description. Golf 255, Inc. has never been a party or subject to bankruptcy proceedings. This bankruptcy is intentionally designed to conceal multiple frauds. The bankruptcy itself has triple-linked equipment and golf carts. Look, Balboa is 100% a crime. Straight fake invoices. The 419 residents, 100% straight crime. Fake W-2s, fake loan application. All these fake loans, an involuntary trial with no witnesses, and trustee Robert "Fuck You" Eggman withholds all of Nick's documents, then never investigates any of the fraud. Does this make any sense? Federal trustee Robert Eggman represented and worked exclusively with Marcia Hoffmeister, aka Golf 255, Inc., and Mike Kilty. Every debt, every claim is fake. Starting with the Balboa, it's a fake loan. Honchek, fake golf. Chase, fake W-2. Bank of Edwardsville, fake foreclosure. 5010899249 is not the loan that got paid off by Robert Eggman, is it? Clear pattern of abuse. This bankruptcy is a perpetration of the elderly abuse and a fraud on the court. I am confident the presentation and surveillance justifies a plethora of evidence.
I'm gonna burn this motherfucker's ass.
Fully admissible in court.
You give me time, you wanna see a devious motherfucker that's connected? You wanna see what I can do to a man? You just don't kill him yet, okay?
Providing Nick Jakich and Golf 255 Inc. were able to have right to counsel.
You will see what the apparatus that I can put into place to fuck this guy.
We have pushers and we have drug dealers that don't, they kill hundreds and hundreds of people, and most of them don't even go to jail. You know, if you shoot one person, they give you life, they give you the death penalty. These people can kill 2,000, 3,000 people, and nothing happens to them. And we need strength with respect to the pushers and to the drug dealers.
I know that you and Chair are really busy protecting your clients from my fraudulent bankruptcy.
Mr. President, Golf 255 Inc. has never even filed bankruptcy. As a formal trespassing order, I request your assistance in this immediate eviction of the City of Collinsville CARD occupation. The federal government of the United States of America is complicit and is or conspiring in frauds against Nick Jakich personally and his business, Golf 255 Inc. Fake documents submitted to the IRS stole his home. Fake documents submitted to a bankruptcy court stole his land. Count 1. Parcel and adjoining parcel known as 419 Crestwood. The federal government, IRS, did amend fraudulent 2003 W employee tax returns without corporate authorization and without official notice to Golf 255 Inc. This causing irreparable harm to Nicholas C. Jakich. The corporate information distorted by the IRS has cost Nick Jakich over $652,000 and his 419 residence. The IRS blended 3 business names and 2 tax ID numbers. Nobody noticed Nick Jakich or Golf 255 Inc. Chase Bank and Gershman Mortgage say, if it's good for the government, it's good for the gander. The IRS is guilty in blending these false companies in a mortgage fraud stealing Nick's home. After seeking advice from the IRS, we motioned the court for the use of the criminal investigation agents who had already screened our complaint. The judge denied the investigation, and the court recorder refused to record the supporting evidence, also known as Exhibit A.
In a nutshell, Jay Dunlap is the biggest piece of shit I've ever met in my entire life. He's just a cunt. He's a fucking sniveling fucking cunt. No, I can't express how much I hate the guy.
Trustee Robert Eggman, amongst others, were notified of false tax documents, but he said James D. Briggs from Mower & Company PC was doing all the tax returns. Somehow James D. Briggs never flagged a third company name and foreign tax ID numbers all over the required return documents. Mind you, these fake documents are the same documents that claim number 4 says he prepared but can't produce, and now he says he wants paid for them. Good old Myron Thompson. The federal government accepted an unsigned request to amend Arlington Golf Course 371223699 100% over to Golf 255 Inc. 371366859 because the IRS accepted an unsigned amendment form with no corporate authorization and no notice. This man is homeless and almost $750,000 in losses. Now I ask you, do you believe any debts in 06-31728 are real? This bankruptcy is an absolute corruption of the federal system being used to cover up the crimes perpetrated on a community, on the elderly, and on Nick Jakich personally. None of these thieves have 2 Purple Hearts and 8 major operations. No one else has labored or put investment into Arlington, but somehow they believe these Purple Hearts mean nothing. Executive 06-31728 must be enacted to show the multi-billionaires from the Bank of Edwardsville and his multi-millionaire ex-wife that you can't rob and buy a real man's earnings. I respectfully hereby demand the government of the United States of America to stop using false company names and filings to steal Nick Jakich's assets. I demand retribution for Nick's 419 real estate and immediate quitclaim corrective title to be executed as filed in good faith from the 31406 deed.
As a former Marine and a combat Marine, we learned a long time ago that you have to believe in something. We all have always believed in our God. We've always really believed in our country, or we wouldn't have fought for it or died for it, and we believe heavily in our families. Our country was always the most important thing to us. Do right, and it will do right by you.
Thank you for your time in this matter. Nicholas C. Jakich, Golf 255 Inc. With respects, John Honchek Sr. and J. Dunlap, AT Mortgage, LLC.
I know that you and Chair are really busy protecting your clients from my fraudulent bankruptcy.
Okay, and if I'm asking, and anybody who doesn't want time is afraid of the truth. All I want is time. I'm not afraid of the truth.
The following are requests for assistance with an investigation for Nick Jakich, John Honchek, and Golf 255 Inc. Every request denied, even shut down a state case filed with the evidence in the brief. The Bank of Edwardsville spins a story you can disprove in the first paragraph. Look at the bank's response to Mr. Muir for their level of credibility. I can't even get past page 1. First paragraph says they provided the same information to all the following: FDIC, Illinois Office of Financial and Professional Regulation, parties of the foreclosure proceedings, and parties of the bankruptcy proceedings. Second paragraph. First statement of fact is 100% fraud. The December signings were for renewals on a December 2nd, 2003 contract, not a November 2nd. Notice how they do not include any supporting documentation. You can find this at the recorder's office. This is of high value. There is no other purpose for backdating to November 2nd other than to create the fraud. The very next sentence, he states the loan signing was on December 24th. What are the odds you close your commercial loan on Christmas Eve with the bank president? And somehow this makes sense to Ray Trost in special assets. Sorry, Ray. Strike 2. All the real documents and funding checks date December 19th. The third sentence is incorrect, but I'm going to stop. Nothing Ray Trost has said is factually true. The same Ray Trost signs 2 affidavits for the same loan, each having a different PDM for the foreclosed loan. That's fraud. Can someone tell Ray Trost the PDM does not change on a foreclosed loan? Strike 3. Remember, I tried asking for help before, and now I'm rightfully demanding it. Thank you for your time in this matter.